It's 8:30 in the morning on Thursday, August 26, 2025, and we're moving the animals to a new road here. I gave them another 100 feet. So many lambs, I can't really keep track of them all. I was going to count when they crossed the wire, but some of the sheep had decided to move themselves this morning, so I think this is a newer one. Hello there, little guy. And there's Mama. What happened to Mama's ear? Interesting. Anyway, little lamb is getting stuck in the. He's not putting weight on his back left leg. There he goes. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, lots of lambs now. It's kind of cute because I come out here and I hear the lambs call for their mamas like that, and the moms respond. Mom's like right there. This dog has been guarding the sheep and the lambs. Whenever there's a new lamb born, he's about 20 feet away, laying down on the ground, watching over her. So, I'm not your mama. Is this twins? No, that can't be. That one was born a while ago. He's almost a week old, I imagine. This one, the blood is still fresh on her. I'm going to leave them alone. Hopefully they'll figure it out. I'm probably causing a problem just by being there. But yeah, the forage on this part isn't that great. The forage in the middle is all but gone, but the forage on the eastern side, where the trees are, is just fantastic. Beautiful green forage. There was a spot back there in the pasture that had a bunch of Dallas grass, super tall, super green, super thick. It's all dried out now. We're technically not in a drought, according to the guy that does that at the U.S. government. I don't know how he does it or what he does, but he says we're not in a drought, and a drought's not expected to develop. But all droughts are local. Is the phrase. Like, your neighbor's farm could get a ton of rain and you don't get anything. So it's been a while since we've got any real rain. We've got a sprinkle here and there about a couple weeks ago, I think, and then pretty much nothing. But right now it's about 72 degrees, so I'm kind of wishing I brought a jacket. The wind is blowing. You can probably hear that on the microphone, and it looks like, according to the forecast, we're going to get at least a little bit of rain. Not very much, just a little bit. So probably not enough to loosen up the ground. It's kind of hard to put posts in now, except for those spots where there's lots of forage. So the more forage there is, the more it seems to keep the dirt soft and wet. So yeah, that's what I would like to have is forage everywhere, even in the spots that there's not much. If my animals are overgrazing and grazing it down to the ground, that's not my plan. That's not how I want to do it. So let me just take a little bit of a walk here. Look at all those lambs. I just see 5 right here, 5, 6. This one was born very recently too, probably yesterday. The umbilical cord's still on there. You know, I don't do anything special when the lambs are born. I just leave them alone. My operation can't succeed if I have to doctor every single lamb that's born. I don't have pens, like shelters for the animals. If a mama has a hard time giving birth, she has to go. You know. Anyway, yeah, I can't catch these animals very easily. I was thinking of setting up like a temporary pen when I cross them into a new area. But, you know, a move is stressful enough, especially when the mamas are trying to keep track of their lambs during the move. I don't really want to add any more stress to that. But the idea is that if I do that every single time, then they just get used to it and it's not stressful for them. So I have a plan to, with some of the initial profits, to spend several $1,000s on a mobile sheep pen with a chute and everything. That just fits on a trailer. I can go out and set it up in about 10 minutes. And the idea is that I'll just set one up every time I do a move to a new row. So twice a week. And just get the sheep used to running through it, you know. And that way I'll be able to get hands on sheep. I'll be able to separate out the ones that I don't want to be in there. The ones that are having a hard time, you know. Cull them, sell them, whatever. Get rid of them. So that's probably my one weak point in my operation, is I don't really have a way to get hands on the animals. And chasing sheep is a big no-no. You can't do that. Sheep are fairly delicate creatures, and if they get all excited and they start running around in circles and stuff, it could damage their health. But also I need them to learn to tolerate and respect the wire. This is Rammy Jr.'s mom. In sad news, Rammy Jr. died at his new place. They think it was just worm overload. So I don't know exactly what they're doing at the new operation, but bottle lambs don't really have a good mortality rate. So if you adopt a lamb and start feeding him because his mama is not able to make milk for whatever reason, just be ready. They do not have a long life expectancy. Now, in this case, Yami is still alive. Yami's pregnant and will probably give birth here soon. But I was reading, or I was watching, I think, Ian Mitchell-Innes explained that, at least for cows, the colostrum is super duper important. And that's why you want to give birth about a month after your forage really comes in. Which is why I'm going to start moving my birth schedule up towards June, middle of June, because April 15th is when the grass really starts growing here in this climate. But the idea is the mamas are super healthy, and they have lots of super duper healthy colostrum to give their young lambs and their young calves, and so the mamas can make strong animals. If the animal doesn't get good colostrum at birth, they never really recover. They're always going to be behind. They're never going to be super strong. There's nothing you can really do to make up for it. So that's what I'm going to target, is that first colostrum. You know, just try to maximize the chance of success for the animals. So I think I am going to go towards a one-year rotation for the sheep. So my next birthing date is, I'm going to target June, which means I'm going to turn the rans on probably in January, probably mid-January. I'll double check the number of days, and you know, but turn the rams on, put a little extra feed out there a couple weeks before I do that. I am going to supplement. They're not just going to be able to survive on hay. They need more protein than that. So I'm going to supplement. Poor little guy, front left hoof there. 10 to 1 chance it's overgrown. Their hooves are growing super strong. I don't know why. There's something in here that's giving them plenty of nutrition. Let me see if I can get close to this one. I don't think that's Yummy. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.